Right now, you got it on
Tino Cucino.
Tino Cucino Radio.
I guess I just really get excited to listen to it.
Woo, jumping into the program.
Yeah.
Everybody's here. My wife Chelsea filling in for Serena, who's on maternity leave. Hey, baby.
Hi.
Nicasio, you good?
Yeah, baby.
Matthew.
Oh, yes, sweetie.
All right, look, we got a good day today. Y'all called each other some turn-on names. And
All right.
should be fun.
We get along great.
We have a listener by the name of Manny that does not know how to tell his best friend to not go on a date with the girl he already went on a date with. It's a whole thing, man. Chelsea will read the DM and kick off the show with some listener therapy next. All right, man. We have a listener by the name of Manny, and he doesn't know how to tell his best friend to not go on a date with a girl that he met online. It's Tino Cucino Radio. Chelsea, will you please read the DM that Manny sent?
I know this might make me a bad friend, but I don't know what else to do. My best friend met this girl online and told me that he's going to go on a date with her. He showed me a picture, and it's actually a girl I've already gone out with and I'm really into. I was so mad, but I didn't say anything at the time. Now it's driving me crazy, and I want to ask him not to go out with her because I think she's perfect for me. Does that make me a simp to ask him to date someone else?
Yes. This is the perfect thing for you, Manny. This is a test. You went on a date with her already, and you think she's great for you. Let your friend ask her out. If this girl is into you, she will reject him.
But she's only been on one date with him so
Yeah,
far.
Right,
true.
you know if you like somebody on that first date
But-
or
Yeah.
not. You know if you want a second date.
She's dating.
Right. She's dating. You date around until someone locks it down, right? Doesn't mean you're sleeping with all of them.
Chelsea, thoughts?
You are.
I'm focused on the fact that this girl has got these two guys beefing over her. And I
hot.
love that for her. Yeah.
That's hot.
That's what good does, my G.
Oh, damn.
Look, I want to go to the phones. I want to talk to, do you know who's online? I think they've been on hold for like 30 minutes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think it's Denisha.
Okay, let's see what Denisha thinks about the situation. I mean, is Manny being, as he put it, a simp for trying to ask his friend not to go on this date? Or, does he have the rights to claim this woman?
Oh, damn. Oy.
Chelsea loves that. We'll talk to Denisha next. All right, we're inside listener therapy on Tino Cucino Radio. Manny reached out. He doesn't know how to tell his best friend not to go on a date with this girl. I guess basically Manny went on a date already with this girl. He thinks it went good. He thinks there's potential. But then his friend was like, yo, look at this girl I met online. And it was a picture of the girl that he had just went on a date with.
Hey.
And so he wants to ask his friend, like, yo, man, we had a good date. Don't do it. I feel like this is a great test because if she accepts to go on the date, maybe she didn't think the date went as good with Manny as Manny thought.
Oh, dang.
Does
Yeah.
that make sense? Denisha, what's it sound like to you?
Yeah, I think that's just jealousy because if he really cared for his friend and he liked the girl, he would just be like, oh, go ahead and get it, and then hopefully the girl has a friend too that might like him.
Well, on top of that, if this girl's already agreed to the date, that means she's into him too. So he's trying to mess up something
Exactly.
like two people that are already into each other. He's just trying to throw a wrench in.
Exactly. Yep. Something that could be a lifelong relationship.
But what if Tino has always told me, like, yo, like, if you're in this relationship and this other girl, like, you can get with this other person because that's what God has intended for you.
I've never said this. I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about.
Coming up next.
Tino Cucino Radio.
So when should you take your Christmas tree down? Glorilla shares her thoughts.
Never.
And we're going to share them with you next. All right, so rapper Glorilla recently spoke out on when you should take down your Christmas tree. She apparently just did it 2 days ago.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
fine.
Same girl, same.
I want to be honest with you guys. It's Tino Cucino. My wife Chelsea's here.
Yeah.
Our tree is still up.
Well, let me explain. Okay, I took off all the ornaments like the first week of January. Like I took down all like the Christmas stuff, but then I left the tree up so it's bare because it's so big and we need to buy like a case for it.
Yeah, this is
and
our
we
first
still
year
haven't done
having the
it.
tree.
And the lights are
Yeah.
still, do you still turn the lights on and
No,
everything?
no.
I want to be like fully transparent. I did go to Target because I was going to buy like 3
You
of the
did.
big bins.
Yeah.
They were sold out. I went to 2 Targets and they were
Costco.
all sold out of the bins. I was like, why is everyone
Costco.
buying bins right now?
Well, if you guys go after Christmas, you can get it for like $3 or $4, like
The-
at Walgreens and stuff like that.
But
That's what
yeah,
he
we're talking
did,
about
Nicasio.
take-
You're
that's
not
what you did?
listening.
Well, there's a bunch of them out there.
Nicasio, wrong again.
I'll leave it up all year. Who cares?
Listen, dude, I had a comedy show last night and I had a moment that I was like, wow, this is part of why I'm supposed to do this. And it was just, it's an emotional story of what happened. It's a little graphic, but I want to share it with you because, I mean, depending on who hears it, it might be able to help you in your future. So I'll share it with you next. What's up, y'all? This is Tino Cochino. I have been on the road doing comedy dates and having a blast with it, man. I had a show last night in Tempe, Arizona at the Tempe Improv. This thing was packed, wall to wall. We had a phenomenal time. And after my set was done, I went to the hall to like set up my merch table. That way when people walk out, you can meet, greet, take pics, do the whole thing. This woman comes up, and this is during the show. Like I was like, I'm just gonna set up early and just be ready to go.
Right.
So another comedian's on stage. I guess she's walking out to go to the restroom, and she spots me. She kind of makes eye contact, and then she puts her hands over her mouth like that, like, oh my God. And she slowly walks up, and she goes, "Say your name." Now in my set, I talk about the fact that my government name is Guadalupe Montes. I was like, Guadalupe? And she's like, no. You're on the radio, right? I was like, yeah. She's like, what's your name? And I was like, Tino? And she went, Cochino, right? I'm like, yeah. And then she put her hands on her mouth again and starts crying, just bawling.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, oh my God, what's up? And she's
Yeah.
like, no, you don't understand. I work in hospice and I listen to you all the time. And, I'm surrounded by this negativity. And last year was such a bad year. And she's crying. And I'm like, what is going on? It's like last year, I lost my mom. And then my daughter was murdered.
Oh my God.
And then a week after that, my son was arrested for something non-related. But it was just tragedy, one after another.
Yeah.
And you've helped me get through it, like by being able to listen. And she's just crying, bro. And I feel so bad, but she's saying such like nice complimentary things. And I've talked about it with numerous people. Like I feel like a ton of people when you go to a comedy show, yes, you want to go laugh, but a lot of people too, I feel like are going through some stuff and they want to kind of escape what's going on in their world, right? And she was there with family, and I guess her son that is currently incarcerated, his girlfriend was there, and I met her, and I met family members, and I hooked them up with merch and everything, and it was a cool moment. But it was just like it was really crazy because even like when we took a group picture, I like put my hands like you're praying in front of me. I did it like that. And then she looked at it. She's like, oh my God. She starts crying again. She's like, the last picture I have of my daughter, she did the same pose.
Oh my God. Oh, wow.
I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. It all just like a line.
Yeah. This is after you got off stage?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I wanted to shout out the name because she said that the case for her daughter is still going. I guess that they only found like one of the people involved or something. And if you guys just want to kind of look into the story, and who knows if you know something or know somebody that knows somebody, and you can help kind of solve this case. I think that would be extremely beneficial. Her name is Gia Jeanette Brown. So rest in peace, obviously, Gia Jeanette Brown, and your family is amazing, and everyone was just so cool. And it was a moment, man. I was like, bro, like this, it made me just want to do comedy forever. Cause I was just like, you never know who's going through what. And even like the radio show, like she connected through that and what we do here. And I'm sure we don't think about that. We come in and we just.
So you can't quit radio just to do comedy.
Yeah.
You realize
I want to do both.
Okay, good.
Well, it was a beautiful moment, right? But do you ever like wonder, like, because what's going on right there, how other people see it, because she's just bawling, crying, so it's like, oh damn, like dude's breaking up with her or something like that. Like they never know what's going on,
like,
between
damn, he must have charged her too much for a shirt.
It's like a $45 shirt.
I don't think that, Nicasio.
Okay.
Way to lighten the mood. It was a moment. So just to that entire family, man, thank you guys for just being so cool, and I'm so glad I was able to meet you and talk to you, and I send prayers your way, and I hope you guys get everything figured out. My point of bringing this up too is I don't want to give like too much away, like getting into their personal stuff, but like the way that her daughter lost her life was by a shooting.
Yeah.
And it was people trying to retaliate for just something dumb. And it didn't even involve her. They were going for someone else.
Right.
Yeah.
And my point in it, and what she told me really stood out to me. Shit gets crazy. Like when you have kids, you raise them and you do your best. But once they get cars or once they're old enough to get out and do their thing, all you can do is pray that they make the right decisions.
Terrifying.
Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. And you never know. And like the parents of those kids that, who you just don't know.
Yep.
And that's such a scary thing. And as a kid, you just make the dumb decisions to have fun and do whatever. I guess my point is just, if you hear this and it hit home at all or just made you feel like, damn, that's crazy, that could be your family. So just, think about it before you do something stupid, man.
Yeah,
One small
exactly.
little dumb decision, I know you hear it all the time, but it's so true, could affect your entire life forever. You can go to jail. You could lose your life.
Take somebody else's life.
Yeah, sure.
It's crazy, man. So thoughts and prayers to the family. I hope you guys get it all figured out. And I appreciate you guys for just, listening to us the way you do, coming out to the show and connecting. Much love.
Coming up next.
Tino Casino Radio.
So there's this meme floating around basically saying, I like my man a little strict. But do you?
No.
Ah.
Nicasio will break this down for us and share it
God.
next. All right, so there's a meme that says, I like my man a little strict. But Nicasio doesn't feel that's what ladies actually feel.
I mean,
Let's
he's
take
right.
a listen. It's Tino Cochino Radio.
I like my man a little strict. I want to listen. But do y'all really? Because I saw so many girls repost that, and I'm like, y'all don't want to listen to nobody. You want to listen when it's convenient to you. You want to listen if a man's telling you, hey, baby, come get some of this money. But do you want to listen when someone's trying to help you, when someone's trying to improve you, when you have to hear something that you don't want to hear that's uncomfortable? Then you got a problem. Then you ready to move on. Then you ready to go to the next person. Like, don't these memes and this internet stuff, like, let's be for real. Do you really want to listen? Do you really like a strict man? Or do you just want to listen when you decide that it's beneficial to you?
Bruh, she hit the nail on the head. If you have a strict man and you're okay with it, I feel like that relationship works. You'll see how far that one goes versus the one that the girl wants to like, oh no, I don't want a strict man. I want to be strict. I want to be that guy. You'll see how far
Why
it
does
goes.
anybody have to be strict? You're not
Yeah.
the parent. You're a partner.
And that's why it doesn't work in Matt's.
Chelsea, thoughts?
So I think that this woman is a little bit confused because I think that there's a difference between somebody who is controlling and strict and someone who wants to like motivate you to be better. And I think when you become a woman instead of a girl, you learn to see that. And so you want a man who's going to push you to do better and who can like be a good leader, but you also don't want a man who's going to take away like your independence and be like, quote unquote strict or controlling. So
fine
I think
line,
that there's a
right?
difference.
That is
Yeah.
okay, so answer this question. So there's obviously some women, like you said, you want someone to be a leader.
Yeah.
But some people would view leading as control.
No, because a good leader knows how to motivate people in a way where they do not feel controlled.
Yeah, but if Tino said, "Hey, give me that controller, that remote controller there," are you gonna grab it and give it to him or are you gonna fight it?
No, see, that was a stupid question, Nicasio.
It wasn't, because
no,
it's
it was
like
because
full of- in a sense, that
you're
can be
asking
controlling.
about a remote.
But
We're
what-
talking about life here and life decisions. You know what I mean? Like, I think that you should pursue this job opportunity, or I think you should speak to your parents about this and have opinions about that. Like, there's a big difference.
No, baby, that's cool, but can you hand me that remote though? For real?
Tino Casino Radio. Yeah.
I love this, man. This part of Tino Cochino Radio is all sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp's doing their part to make therapy online, fully affordable, convenient. They're serving over 5 million people worldwide. We'll talk more about them shortly. One of the things I have learned in therapy, though, is that you can't just, keep things bottled up, man. You got to open up to somebody. If not, all this resentment builds, and eventually you'll explode on somebody. And chances are it's going to be the person that doesn't deserve it. And you gotta you'll burn.
Makes for a bad day.
You'll burn bridges and gotta mend it, and it turns into this whole thing. Why do any of that? Why not just get it off your chest, dude? No matter how big, no matter how small. This is I Can't Stand on Tino Cochino Radio. Chelsea, what's one thing that you can't stand?
I can't stand men who are balding who say that they're not ready for like a commitment or a serious relationship.
What does that have to do
What
with?
is that? What is that?
does that have to do
Oh,
with anything?
because you talking about Trump?
No, I just feel like whenever men are like in their mid 30s or whatever age you want to, deem appropriate, like they're like, they go out into the dating scene and then they're like, oh, I'm not ready for something serious. And it's just like, do you know that you're balding and you have 30 minutes? Like, it's a problem. I'm just saying.
Some women like bald men.
I mean, yeah, it is what it is. But
What is
at
it? Like
at
a
some
like,
point,
why does that bother you so
It's
much?
just like-
because at some point you have to change your priorities so that it matches the hairline.
But
You know
that's
what I mean?
genetics, though. Like that.
Yeah, what if a guy lost his hair at 20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That-
What if
that
he
does
has
happen.
alopecia?
I mean,
Oh, dang.
then you should,
Lock it down earlier.
Yeah.
Married at 17.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I had to do it.
Man, if you go bald at 17, that's sad.
Nicasio, what's one thing you can't stand, bro?
Chelsea.
Why are you so offended?
No, because it just didn't make sense.
Have him take off his hat. You'll see why he's so
It just
offended.
didn't make sense. I'm like, how are those two go together? I don't.
It does make sense. So
They don't correlate.
was this a shot at
Hey,
Nicasio?
pass me your sad violin. Please. Please.
Anywho,
Let's talk to
Okay.
our producer, Matt. One thing you can't stand.
So I can't. This is gonna make me sound bad, but I can't stand when you're on Facebook. And yes, I am still on Facebook. And you see somebody
Yeah.
like wish somebody a happy birthday and say, "Have a great day, honey." But that person died like 2 years ago. They still have their profile, and people wishing happy birthday like they didn't realize that person died.
God, Matt, way to bring down the mood.
Well, I'm just saying.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like,
yours was so uplifting, Chelsea. I can't stand our producer, Matt's watch. It's so heavy, bro.
Oh, that's terrible.
He left it in our entertainment room, like the ping pong room or whatever here at
Yeah.
the station. And I picked it up to bring it to him so he wouldn't forget it, bro. It's the heaviest watch I've ever felt. Like, how do you just get through the day?
It's a
walking
little
with that?
gaudy.
it looked like
it's because it's solid gold and platinum and all that stuff.
it looks like Thor's belt.
It looks like what?
Thor's belt, like the belt he wears.
You nerds.
Stupid. Look, dude, I want to talk to you next. What's something you can't stand? Jessica's on the line. It's Tino Cochino Radio. Hang out. All right, so the things you can't stand. To us, I mean, it doesn't even have to affect us at all. I just want you to get whatever it is off your chest, no matter how big, how small, vent. It's Tino Cochino Radio. Jessica, go ahead.
I can't stand when people bite their nails and spit them everywhere. Not only are you getting the germs underneath your nails, but you're now spitting them all over the place on top of your saliva being spat everywhere.
That is
That is-
that is a great I can't stand. I bite my nails and I try so hard not to, but spitting them just in public, that's kind of next level.
What do? Swallow them?
No, I don't. I try not to do it in public.
I have my acrylic nails sitting right in front of me that I just took off of my fingers.
Well, that's different though.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
I
They're still
bite my
germs.
nails. I spit them out in the living room. I don't care. I haven't clipped my nails with a nail clipper in probably 25 years.
You gotta look at. You didn't see that video with all the germs and stuff underneath your nails? That would make you stop biting them right away.
Matt's not on social
No,
media.
he's not.
Yeah.
And he wondered why he's sick all the time.
Tino Cochino Radio.
Yeah, turn it up.
All right, so Are You Smarter Than Nicasio is going down. We're going to get somebody hooked up. I believe Priscilla is on the line, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Just listen carefully. Nicasio is going to give you the question and follow it up with some multiple choice answers. You'll pick the right one. I have faith.
Hopefully, yes. Let's see.
Which celebrity's dog was his best man in his wedding and was even dressed in a tux?
Aw.
Was it A, Ben Stiller, B, Adam Sandler, or C, Will Smith? Will Smith? Will Smith.
Adam Sandler?
Oh,
Yeah.
she got it.
Congratulations. We're going to get you hooked up. How's your day going? What you up to?
I'm on my way to, I feel like it's the movie Click. No, not at all.
No, he was a son on Little Nicky, so he was a dog towards the end on the plane.
Oh, you're right. I remember it now.
Hold on. This is a scene from a movie. I thought this was like a real life thing.
It is a real life thing, but yeah, she was talking about a movie.
What?
Yeah.
How's your day going?
Priscilla, I'm too confused to keep talking to you. Hold on, okay? Don't hang up. Hold on.
Coming up next.
Tino Cochino Radio.
So this week on my solo podcast, Is Anyone Listening? I have special guest David Koechner. You might not recognize that name, but what about Champ from Anchorman? What about
Whammy.
Todd Packer from The Office?
Yeah.
We talked about a lot, dude, and I want to share some of it with you next. So on this week's episode of my solo podcast, Is Anyone Listening? We have actor, comedian David Koechner. You might know him better as Todd Packer from The Office. Champ Kind in Anchorman. We talked about a lot, including the fact of like being on a show that big. Like while you're a part of it, does it really hit you like that? Like, do you notice it, or does that kind of come after?
No, and remember, I wasn't a regular.
But
Right, I know, but
so
see,
many people are watching. Though.
I know, but see, to me, I'm doing all this other stuff in my life. That's
Right.
among the things I'm doing that year.
That makes sense.
So I was very fortunate that I constantly worked, and that was among the things I did, and then that became very popular, and then the other things keep going. So I'm looking at it from a different lens.
I get that.
It wasn't until probably after COVID that you go, good Lord, this thing, because I had never done Comic-Cons, but after COVID, when that was going on, you couldn't make any money in comedy clubs because they couldn't have the same number of seats. or they're closed completely. So you go to Comic-Cons and then you go, wow, this is really crazy how much people love The Office.
It was a fun conversation, and we even got kind of deep and talked some actual life things. I mean, the episode title is Your Ego is a Lie. It's really good, man. So if you want to stream it, we got a couple options for you. You can listen to it. That way, wherever you go, just stream it on your own time. Wherever you stream your favorite podcast, just search for Tino Cochino. Is anyone listening? Or if you want to watch it and catch the in-studio vibe, we got you with that as well. Just go to youtube.com/Tino Cochino. All right, so there's the therapist breaking down why Americans are building mentally weak children. And in our show notes, I see that it says, is our producer Matt guilty of this?
Oh, my God.
Let's listen to it. It's Tino Cochino Radio, and then we can discuss.
One of the concepts in the book I really love is if you do too much for your children, you are increasing your self-esteem by stealing theirs. That we develop mental toughness by solving problems. So if my daughter would forget her homework at home, nobody's bringing it to school. If she didn't bring a jacket on a cold day, even though her mother told her to, nobody's bringing her the jacket. It's so important to, when a child says, I'm bored, rather than you fix it, just say, I wonder what you're going to do about it. And then shut up. Let them begin to figure out their problems or the solutions to their problems rather than being overly involved with them.
I feel bad for the one girl. She's going to freeze to death with no jacket.
I know. Your job is to protect your
let
children.
her figure it out.
Chelsea, thoughts?
Okay, so obviously I do not have children, so I don't know how my opinions would change if I did have children. So
That's
I
a
just
good way
want
to
to
look at
preface
it.
that.
Good.
But when I hear this, I feel like it makes sense because if you're doing everything for your kids, how are they going to be independent and learn for themselves?
Since our producer Matt was called out, let's get his thoughts.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And when did this guy last have kids? In 1920? How old is this guy? Sounds like he's 200 years old. The only thing I agree with is when they get bored. And I tell my kids this all the time. They'll be like, I'm bored. And I'm like, bummer, man. I'm not your entertainment director. And if you let them stay bored for long enough, they
Dude.
will come up with something creative to do.
If you give them everything
Yes.
all the time, then don't
Yeah.
you think they assume you're the entertainment director?
They do that. And I did actually write my son's essay for him yesterday.
What?
Because I need him to get into this certain middle school, and he doesn't know how to write, and so I wrote it for him.
This is a clear
Yes,
example.
I know.
I know. I
And
don't
now
care.
you're going to have the dumb
I want him to
kid.
go to school with his friends.
He's going to be the dumb kid in school.
But at least he'll be warm in a jacket.
I went to
Yeah.
Matt's house. I went to Matt's house. It looked like Dave and Buster's. That's how many things he got in there.
That's
He got a-
right.
He got a hoop. He got
I'm
a.
a
Sounds
good
little
dad.
Suspect. CPS needs to
I'm a good
a
dad.
check.
Coming up next.
Tino Cochino Radio.
There's a wife that is forcing her husband to pay her a monthly quote-unquote woman tax because quote-unquote females have a harder time.
I do
I
agree
mean,
with
she's
him.
right.
God.
Yeah.
All right, let's break it down next. All right, so there's a wife that's forcing her husband to pay her a monthly woman tax because females have a harder time.
Yeah.
It's Tino Cochino Radio. This is all according to the New York Post. Chelsea's got more.
Okay, so he pays her $206 a month, and she says that this tax is to compensate me for the fact that I have to have a period every single month, have 2 brutal pregnancies where I vomited most days, and then I had 2 C-sections. And what I think about this is that she needs to up her price.
Yeah,
I
it
was
seems
gonna say,
low,
I'm not
right?
gonna lie. When I thought it was gonna be a lot more than $200 a month. I mean, because you spend that on one meal and a set of nails.
Yes.
Right. Manny Petty.
Yeah,
100
Yes.
bucks. Yeah.
And she's had 2 pregnancies.
The whole time Chelsea was reading this, she was smiling. Tino, run.
It's too late, my man.
Yeah, I did see that.
They made an oath in front of God.
I was
It
literally
was Elvis.
off the air. Off the air, I was asking her. She didn't hear me. I was like, "What are you good?" I'd never seen her smile so big, not even on our wedding day. Her
don't say that.
It was ear to ear. The
Because she
biggest
was reading
smile.
the story?
Yes, and
Yeah.
she's like, "You go, girl."
Oh my
No,
God.
I
Chelsea,
was
what?
smiling. I was smiling because I was like, dang, she's not getting her worth. She needs to up that 2 pregnancies.
You love women-
Manny Petty,
But
hair.
why should you get paid from your husband to
Yes,
have a
this is
baby?
crazy.
Because
I
men-
understand the other stuff. If you want to, because I agree that when a woman has her period, we as men
Well,
don't know what that is.
Just
Like,
leave the house.
And the beauty standards are so much higher for
Thank
women.
you,
It takes us
Matt.
5 minutes,
Yes.
takes them 2 hours.
Thank you.
I agree
That's
with
the
all
problem.
of that, but
Yeah.
I don't agree with having to pay you
That's
to have our
crazy.
baby. Like, that's a little wild.
That's crazy.
No,
work.
I'm just saying to each their own. They don't have to pay you, but this woman is like requiring it. So I'm just saying if she's requiring it, then she might as well just up it.
I'm surprised you didn't get with the woman because you love women so much.
I mean, I do love women,
My government name is Guadalupe.
but
Coming up next.
Tino Casino Radio.
Dude, I don't know about you, but I'm not the biggest fan of arguing in my relationship. Chelsea, how do you feel about it?
I agree.
Okay, Nicasio, do you
Yeah.
like arguing?
I don't like it, but it's fun when I do
Who
it.
likes arguing?
Yeah, I don't enjoy it.
Marlon Wayans spoke out on why you should never argue in your relationships.
God.
We'll share it with you next. All right, let's talk actor, comedian Marlon Wayans. He just spoke out on why you should never argue in your relationships. I don't think anybody likes to do it, so
Right.
let's listen
Yeah.
as to why we shouldn't.
I don't want to talk about a relationship. If I got to talk about the relationship, then we're not in the relationship. We're walking through your anxiety and through your fears. Because if you're in this relationship, then you're loving me, you're hugging me, you're touching me, we're holding hands, we're laughing together. All this talk about this and that, I don't know, you're giving me anxiety. I don't want to argue. I just want to smile. And if I'm 52 and God blesses me to live another 20 years, that means I got more days behind me than I do ahead of me. I'm not letting anybody waste not one moment of my life.
Marlon clearly has childhood trauma.
Why?
Because because this is real life, bro.
Fairy
This is real
tale
life.
land.
Everyone
This
has
is real-
trauma.
No, yes they do. And I guarantee you they do. They talked about it before. There's too many brothers and
looks
sisters.
happy.
There's too many brothers. No, that's why he's alone. That's why he's alone.
He just doesn't
He's
wanna- he
52
doesn't
years
wanna
old
waste
and
his
alone.
life.
If you're 52 and alone, there's a reason.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
No,
Shots
no.
fired.
I mean, that is true. That's true.
no.
That's true.
There's no shots
Yeah.
fired. Matt. Matt doing inside jokes.
I just thought-
My
okay.
business partner Mikey is in here, and Mikey's 52. Sorry, transparency. And Matt looked at Mikey. Mikey is in a healthy, committed relationship.
Yeah, but he's not married, so he's
Yeah,
technically
yeah.
single.
Well, he's happy. He's not married.
Listen,
No.
He is happy.
literally what he's saying, what Marlon just said, was to bury anything that bothers you because it gives me anxiety.
And
You
just
know-
smile.
you
Yeah,
know
yeah,
why?
yeah. You
It
know
gives
that
you
it was
anxiety because there's trauma and you don't want to deal with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't smile every day just to smile. That would be ideal. Yes, to be amazing, but this is also the real world, and that's not how it works.
Yeah, you know that there was a red flag in there when he was like, I don't want to argue. I just need you to smile. Because it's just like, he just seems very avoidant. Like,
Yes.
he just like sweeps
Well,
everything under the rug.
yes,
Like, I
yes.
think that there's, pick and choose your battles, right?
you go.
That's a big thing. But if there's a problem, you got to talk about
You
it.
gotta pick
That's what
some
it is.
battles.
Don't just shut up and smile.
But
no.
like, I think he's just not worried about the small things. That's what he was talking about. Not worried about the small. Let's not make a conversation out of small things.
he didn't say that though. So
But
you're
that's
just
that's what
assuming.
he
He just
meant, and
said
I
everything.
got that
Oh, in his
100%. I mean, I got that. I mean, as a real one to a real one.
Casino Radio.
Yeah.